Hi, Paul Cooper here, and welcome to my guitar lessons. And what we're going to be looking at in this short series is some interesting ways of playing your scales. Now, I know when I was learning to play guitar, everyone told me you've got to practice your scales, and I still say that today, that you need to practice your scales, but sometimes it can be a little bit boring. So what we're going to do in this series is just look at some perhaps more interesting ways of practicing scales that we can apply to some of the songs or the solos that we're playing at a later date. So, pentatonic scale, if you don't know what the pentatonic scale is, we're just looking at 5 different notes. That's all we're using, 5 notes. I've chosen to do it in D, but you can do it in whatever key you want, and I would encourage you to chop it about, do it in different keys. That's the way you're going to get to know the neck a lot better, the neck of the guitar. So the 2 shapes that we're going to be using will go like this. We're starting on fret number 7, 10, next string, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7 and 10. And that's the first shape, but for this exercise that we're going to look at, we need 2 different shapes. So the second shape is going to go like this. 10 on the E string, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 11, 10, 12, 10 and 12. Now we've got 2 different shapes there. They can both be used in different ways at different times. But we're going to try and think of some ways of linking them together. So often you'll see someone doing a guitar solo and they stay within one shape, which sounds pretty cool, but if you can move about many different shapes, then you can do even cooler stuff. So a way of practicing that is just to do it like this. So we do our 7, 10, 7, 9 on that first shape, but then rather than carrying on, we're going to move up to that second shape, and there we're going to play the 10, 12, 9, 12. So the A and the E string from shape 1, and then the A and the E string from shape 2. So it'll go something like this. And just keep practicing that bit over and over to start with. And then when you're comfortable with that, we're going to move on to the next 2 strings. So now I'm starting on the A string, but using exactly the same pattern. So what we've got going on now, if we start linking them all together, is and you just keep doing that same thing. You know how the patterns go, but keep doing that within the 2 shapes, and eventually you should be able to do the whole thing, which should sound something like this. And that's linking the 2 shapes together. And then we can start thinking about adding that pattern into doing a solo. So rather than just practicing it like that, which is great, start thinking about how you can incorporate that into a guitar solo. So it might be that you're in the middle of a solo and you just do part of that pattern somewhere within it. Like so just in a couple of places there, I added in that principle, mixed in with other things, and you can start coming up with some pretty cool sounds. If you found that useful today, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and there'll be loads more cool stuff coming your way.